Hi, my name is Noah Dempsey, Marketing Coordinator at Delgado Stone, and today we're going to learn how to maximize all of the available resources to master the stone selection process. When starting a new design to build project, the material selection process can be long and stressful. At Delgado Stone, we try and ease the burden of stone selection using the following resources to your advantage. Starting with our team. Throughout the stone selection process, we highly urge you to use our team as a resource. Ask questions about the different options and share any inspiration images, ideas, or concepts you have. When doing your own research, we recommend starting with digital resources. The Delgado Stone catalog will give you an idea of the colors and patterns available, and this is where you can immediately start to eliminate options. Start by eliminating a whole color profile that you don't think is the right fit for your project, whether that is tan, gray, earth tones, or color blends. After eliminating a color profile, you can start to narrow down your options by asking yourself if you're looking for a consistent color range or something with more variation. This will narrow down your selection even further. For example, if you know you don't want a predominantly tan stone and are looking for something more consistent, you might lean towards more consistent gray collections like Greenwich Blue, Fitzwilliam Granite, or Black Ash. Eliminating patterns is another good way to narrow down options. If you're looking for a pattern with larger pieces, patterns like ledge and ashlar would not be viable options. If you're looking for a more linear pattern, irregular patterns like mosaic would not be a good fit. Once you have a general idea of the color profile and pattern you want, you can move on to project photos. For this, you can flip through the Natural Stone Residential Design Guide ebook, which features high-quality completed project photos across over 20 different types of residential projects. If you don't find the right fit in the design guide, don't worry. There are thousands of project photos available through our image database. The image database allows you to hone in on exactly what you're looking for using a tag system. To easily access images that fit your project criteria, including the project type and ideal color, start by adding tags to the search bar. For example, home exterior projects that feature a gray collection will provide 164 pictures of all different types of collections and patterns. After looking through these images, the goal is to be drawn to one or two collections and then take the name of that collection and also add it to the search bar. For example, this could be home exteriors that are gray and incorporate the Harbor Mist collection, or interior fireplaces that have a blend of colors and feature the Connecticut Blend collection. By now, you should have narrowed the selection to one or two options and are ready for an exciting step in the stone selection process: receiving loose samples. We ship loose samples for free all across the United States and parts of Canada. The goal of receiving loose samples is to get a better understanding of the pattern, texture, and details in the color of the stone. The main colors will look very similar to what you saw in pictures, but with each collection of natural stone comes variation. The loose samples will be able to showcase details in the stone, including the level of mica, which causes the stone to shimmer, or the level of weathering for fieldstone collection. Each box of loose samples will feature 4 to 5 pieces. Now we have a very important note. The full color range and sizes of the pieces you receive are not a complete representation of how every piece will look on the palette. To accurately choose the material, you need to combine the project pictures you've seen with the loose samples to make the most informed decision. At this stage, the goal is that you've seen the digital resources, viewed project pictures, and have seen the loose samples in person and are ready to move forward with your project. If you've taken these steps and are still not 100% confident in your stone decision, we recommend ordering a mock-up. A mock-up will arrive on a pallet and either be 9 square feet of thin stone veneer or 1/4 ton of full bed veneer, depending on the veneer type you're looking to use. The goal of the mock-up is to confirm the stone choice you made. The mock-up will be installed by the mason in an area on or around the project site and give a more complete picture of how the full project will look. Once a mock-up is approved and the remainder of the material is ordered, the 9 square feet or 1/4 ton of material you receive will be credited back to the full order, making it a no-brainer for larger projects that want extra assurances that the right material was selected. The traditional journey for stone selection that we find most informative is to start with project pictures, move on to loose samples, and then order a small mock-up if necessary. However, some material selection journeys start differently. They start in person at one of our authorized dealer showrooms. At our authorized dealers, you'll find sample boards of our top materials in that region. When looking at a sample board, there is a very important message on the bottom that is crucial to read. That message explains that the stone on the board is to be used as a reference for the pattern and collection, but that colors and sizes of the pieces will vary. Each piece on every sample board has been shaped to fit the board and is not a representation of how the material will arrive on a pallet, but is instead a representation of how the material will look once shaped by a skilled stonemason. All of the sample pieces for both loose samples and sample boards are shaped within pattern specifications detailed in our stone veneer spec guide. After viewing a sample board and choosing the right material for your project, we recommend asking a team member at our authorized dealer to view an unopened pallet of material to understand the difference between the installed look of the sample board and the range of sizes on a full pallet. If there are no pallets of that stone in stock at our authorized dealer, please connect with a member of our sales team to request a picture of a pallet that displays the stone as it will arrive. Ultimately, the stone selection process does not need to be a burden. Along the way, be sure to continuously use the Delgado Stone team as a resource, view as many pictures as possible, and be sure to see and touch the stone in person before making a final decision. Thank you for mastering the stone selection process with Delgado Stone.